What is going on, guys? Taylor Stuber with SharpSportsNetwork.com bringing you my big three for this Friday 9-game NBA slate. Appreciate you guys taking some time out of your day to watch this video. And excuse my absence the last couple of days. I've been sick, lost my voice, but I'm back here with this big three. And if you guys want to enter for a free NBA season pass, all you have to do is subscribe, like this video, and then comment below with your favorite play of the day, selecting a winner every single Monday. But yeah, let's just get right into it. Now, the first player I want to talk about is D'Angelo Russell. You know, we had played these Golden State guys as much as we possibly could at the beginning of the season just because they were so thin, running 8-9-man rotations. We saw last game. Go over here to Popcorn Machine. They were running a 12-man rotation, but now Draymond Green's out for rest. Eric Paschall's out, and Kai Bowman got sent to the G League. So now Jacob Evans should be playing backup point guard to D'Angelo Russell. They're only going to have 9 active players on the roster today. It is a tougher matchup against Utah, but since Mike Conley's been out, they haven't been all that great on defense. They haven't been great on defense all year. It's been weird, but it's telling in the Vegas totals where the Golden State Warriors are only projected for 98.5, even dropped a point. So this is more of a GPP play, but I'm going to have an absolute ton of him. He's projected to be very low owned today. And I'm going to be very overweight compared to the field. We go over to Add More Funds, NBA Wowie. So you take Draymond Green, Kai Bowman, Curry, and Eric Paschall off the court. His numbers are pretty similar, but it's only in like a 50-minute sample size. So if you go back and just take off Green, Kai Bowman, Steph Curry, really the ball handlers of the team. And so D'Angelo Russell's the only ball handler out there, which is what will be, that'll be the case today. D'Angelo Russell in 142 minutes has a 37.6% usage rating, an assist percentage of 37.2%, all while averaging 1.5 fantasy points per minute. I'm not concerned about the matchup. He should be covered by a guy like Donovan Mitchell, who isn't the greatest defender whatsoever. Really good offensively, but defensively, he just really doesn't hit the mark, and his price has just plummeted from the beginning of the year with Curry out and stuff like that. D'Angelo Russell only 7.7K, point guard and shooting guard eligible. I'm going to have an absolute ton of him today over here on FanDuel. D'Angelo Russell is priced at 8.3K, very affordable. And then even over here on FantasyDraft, the sponsor of this video, 14.4K. If you guys haven't already signed up on here, I highly suggest doing that. Sign up using code SharpSports. Link is in the description. Let us know on Twitter and we'll get you our cheat sheets for completely free. That's all you got to do. Sign up and deposit using code SharpSports, and we'll get you our cheat sheets over here for completely free. So I love D'Angelo Russell today. The next guy I want to talk about is Jonas Valanciunas. His price has been dropping, and there really is no reason for it. I mean, he hasn't been producing nearly as well as he was earlier on in the season, but I don't want to have recency bias. I think going over the course of the season without Ja Morant on the court, we see Jonas Valanciunas in 186 minutes has a 27.2% usage rating, which is absolutely massive for a center. Jonas Valanciunas also with a 14.5 assist percentage and then a total rebound percentage of 22.3%. So he does it all while averaging 1.38 fantasy points per minute, and he's been playing 28 to 30 minutes a game. And now that Brandon Clark is out again, that's going to leave a lot of backup minutes available. So they might give extended run to Jonas Valanciunas, and then Jaren Jackson I think will get extended minutes, which is not a part of the big three, but I think Jaren Jackson is a really solid GPP play today because with Clark out, not only will he be playing minutes at the 4, but he'll be playing backup 5 minutes to Jonas Valanciunas. So it's going to be extended run for him, and while he plays at the 5, he's averaging quite a bit more fantasy points as opposed to when he's at the 4. But Valanciunas, he's only 6.5K, and against this Milwaukee team, who's actually the fastest team in the league, so a massive pace up spot. And we look at the Vegas total, it's only at 10 points. And we know that Giannis Antetokounmpo is still questionable. He couldn't go through shoot around fully today. So I think that there is a chance that he misses this game. And in that case, at home for Memphis, I could see this team staying competitive with the Bucks, and the game doesn't shoot out. And so everybody gets their full allotment of minutes, where in that case, I would be all over this game with Ja Morant out. Tyus Jones obviously going to be one of the most popular value plays, and for good reason with John Moran out. But earlier in the day, I saw that it was only the same 16%. No, I think it was 15% of the votes or the bets were on the Grizzlies to cover, and it went down from 10 points. They went from 10-point dogs to 9.5-point dogs. Went back up, but regardless, 16% of the bets are on the Grizzlies, and it hasn't moved in favor of the Bucks. So that means a lot of the sharp money is on the Grizzlies. That makes me think that not only do I think this game is going to be competitive, but that Giannis Antetokounmpo inherently misses because of that. So I like Jonas Valanciunas today, and if Giannis misses, obviously I love Chris Middleton, Bledsoe, Ersan Ilyasova. Despite the price raise, I like him everywhere. So yeah, I like to go back to the big three play. I like Jonas Valanciunas quite a bit, only $8,000 over here on FanDuel, 6.5K on DraftKings, and then over here on FantasyDraft, Jonas Valanciunas only 12.1K. I like him a good bit. Obviously, it's a tough defensive matchup, but without Giannis, the team takes quite a big hit in terms of defensive rating and rebounding for obvious reasons. The last guy I want to talk about is Wendell Carter Jr. Facing a Charlotte team who allows the third most points in the paint. We know this year that whenever we see Charlotte or Washington on the slate, we want to select bigs versus them and roster them way heavier than the field does. We look at over here on Cleaning the Glass, Charlotte allowing the third most offensive rebounds in the league, and we know that Wendell Carter doesn't really have that high of a usage rating, so a lot of his points come in alley-oops, lobs, and putbacks. So if he gets a lot of extra opportunities in the rebounding department, he's going to have a lot of opportunities to get offensive rebounds and putbacks, and I like a guy like that. He's averaging well over a fantasy point per minute, and we know that his price has just dipped everywhere. Wendell Carter Jr. only 6.5K over here on DraftKings. And my favorite part about Wendell Carter is that he's still power forward eligible for whatever reason. He hasn't played the 4 at all this year. He just strictly plays the 5. But I mean, you don't look at opponent ranking all that much, but it's just showing that they're 30th in the league against bigs. I want to get a ton of Wendell Carter Jr. today. So yeah, Wendell Carter Jr., Jonas Valanciunas, D'Angelo Russell. If you're playing one GPP lineup tonight, those are the guys I'm playing tonight. And even in cash games, I feel comfortable with them. It's a big 9-game slate, and so I think that the ownership percentages are going to get spread out, so you're going to get these guys at a lot lower ownership than you should. Yesterday we got Daniel Tice at 4,000, absolutely smashed his price tag. We got him at sub 10% on a 4-game slate. Yeah, if you guys want to join the team, it's sharpsportsnetwork.com. If you have any questions, hit me up on Twitter at Taylor Stuber. And of course, we're always going live on Twitch about 3 hours before lock if you guys want to catch us over there. So best of luck today, and until next time, peace.